Compaq. Okay, so yeah, this is the Compaq Prescario, and up here it's the 7360. This specific Compaq, this one right here, has had a problem with its hard drive. I would show you the hard drive, but I don't feel like taking that apart right now. So yeah. Anyway, currently runs Windows Vista. So what we have over here Windows 95, Windows 98, and XP. So the plan is we just kind of take these three, and through basically everything else we just kind of, yeah, that should work. Anyways, I'm gonna get the camera set up now so I don't have to constantly hold it. Okay, as you can see, I finally got the Compaq all set up. Hang on. Yes, this is hooked up to the Compaq. Anyway, so we're just gonna turn it on so I can show you the general problem of it. So, because I'm gonna have to boot with this again. Also, apologies for this whole thing. I know it's very 2010s-esque of recording the monitor without a monitor recording. Yeah, I don't think the computer I'm running this on physically can record its screen. So, I'm just doing this. Anyway, while this boots, I'm gonna find the boot key. So yeah, like time lapse or whatever. Okay, so once this boots up. No, what's happening? Yes. Yes. No. Okay, we're about to get to the problem, which is as soon as it loads. And yes, we are going to boot like multiple times today, so don't question it. Okay, while it is doing this, I'm going to go ahead, open the disk drive. Hey, oh, I said open the disk drive. I said open. Because I'm. What'd you say?
Which one are you open?
This one. Yeah, I'm gonna try and reboot it. Because if I reboot it, I should be able to just. See, there we go. In goes Windows XP. I'm not sure if that's a good image. Let me just throw it in. And spam F9. Come on, boot menu. Okay. Turn it off. Then we turn it back on. Automatically spam F9. Come on. Okay. Script, this is where Chromebook come in. Okay. So if we go with last known good configuration, I know it's kind of hard. It starts to load. It tries to load. And I believe it has Windows Vista on it. Which, who knows, might be a problem, might not be. And yes, this is the entirety of what this computer does until then. So with that known, I think it's not going to work. I'm going to go ahead, take out my disk of Windows 98, and try something new. Yeah, we turn it off. Oh, hey. So, it's faint there. Really faint, but there's like freaking marks on the disk. I'm not sure if that's going to affect it. Hopefully not. But I'm gonna go ahead, just spam F9 right now. Oh yeah, now's a great time to mention, this computer has like nothing matching, or using a Dell monitor with Dell freaking keyboard, a Wise mouse, and it's the Compaq, so let's try starting Windows normally. So yeah, a little bit of information on this. I have no clue. I got it from my mom. Like, I have four different computers. This audio is probably going to suck, but I got like 4 computers. I have an HP Compaq 6200, which I got working. A Lenovo ThinkCentre, which, funny thing, I know what's wrong with it, I just can't figure out why it's not working. And then this thing, which God only knows what's wrong with it. So, what I'm going to do is use Google, as most of us do. So I will be back in about a minute. Okay, so I was wrong, and after legitimately 1 second of Google searching, I realized that it's F10 compared with escape. Which I have to say is probably my fault for not actually doing the research before. Oh, come on. Safe mode with command prompt. Okay. So yeah, yeah. This is probably the worst thing you've ever seen, and I accept that. But you know what? You know what they say? Freaking. What do they say? Yes, yes. Okay, okay. You can't see it. We're entering BIOS setup like right now. Come on. Yes, yes. English. We open the disk. Yeah, open the disk tray. Input Windows 98, well, Windows XP, professional. Boot order, CD-ROM, first, second, third. Now, F10. Okay. So, in case you couldn't tell, this is my first time actually doing this. However, it should be booting off the disk now. Which, optical media bad, but that's a story for another day. Oh, Damn it. Okay. So, freaking XP is a no-go. Now we move on to the Windows I have most experience with, other than Windows 10 and Windows 11. 98. You can't... I hate this. Windows 98. So yeah, we just throw this in here. There we go. Now we just, there should be... Oh wait. Okay, so yeah. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead, exit. And now it should boot from the, what's it called? Which, you know, is now Windows 98. Okay, so I'm gonna take a screenshot and show it here. According to AI, which, you know, AI is horrible. I've got to press F9. F9 for temporary freaking thing. And you know, this is also... Okay, let's go with start Windows normally. Because this should be booting off disk. Oh! Okay. If I can turn the brightness up. That was not what we wanted to do. Oh. So the camera's actually picking it up better than I am. What's happening? Okay, I'm actually going to see. This is going to be a bit different. What I'm going to do is get Windows 98 on a floppy disk. Because if I got a couple floppy disks over here.
Hey, this is Editing Damien here. I do not want to be a buzzkill, but I said at that time that I'd use a floppy disk with Windows, so not sure if I've mentioned it yet or if I ended up cutting that part of the video out by accident, but Windows actually needs a floppy disk, like 95 and 98 both need a floppy disk to get running, and the only floppy disk computer I have is the Compaq, which is now back in its home, like right beside me. So there was really nothing that was gonna happen. Anyways, back to your regularly scheduled program.
I can't even say that. Either way, I just got like a ton of floppy disk. Like, just a ton. And they're like these little things. You know what a floppy disk is. If you're watching a video over Prescario, you know what a floppy disk is. Anyway, so what I do, the play here, is I try this one more time with Windows 95. If that doesn't work, then we make a floppy disk of it. Next thing you know, yada yada. Once we get the floppy disk, then all that should work. Yippee. So what we's gonna do now? Oh. We take out Windows 98. And we try Windows 95. Shouldn't be holding this until we get it ready. Speaking of which, we'll just throw it in real quick, yada yada. You know, the third time, I've had to do this. Yada yada. Yes, come on. So now computer has Windows 95 in. So this doesn't work. We're just gonna friggin' just really how little research I do. I just wasted 30 minutes of my time. None of those disks are actually bootable, so I will return to you after I get the bootable stuff done. I don't have... Okay, so just for the funnies, so I found out, it's like a whole thing, like these discs are not bootable. So basically what I have to do is take out this Compaq to get on another Compaq. Where'd it go? It's another Compaq. So I gotta get on this Compaq to fix that Compaq. It's a whole thing. Fortunately, that one works, so it shouldn't be too bad. So I'm gonna go over like what's going on right now. This is like a mid thing recording for all that. And this is on the Chromebook because I couldn't get OBS to work on my Linux PC. Anyways, so I just installed, well, I just downloaded freaking Balech, whatever it is. Anyway, we just extracted, so I'm extracting it. What I'm going to do is Windows, actually, if you didn't know, Windows XP, well, not XP, like Windows 5, 95, 98, and all that, they have a freaking floppy disk. Yeah, floppy disk. They have a floppy disk that you need in order to boot them. The only problem is I lack that floppy disk. But yeah, I like that floppy disk. So I went back to my grandparents' house because that's where I got all my Windows, and I tried to get it running. They didn't have the thing, so now I'm working on getting it. Okay, so we want to go ahead, pin. Anyway, so what I'm doing right now is getting a Windows XP. And I'm going to Windows 98. But yeah, we are going to... Actually, I'm going to watch a video over how to do this. And I will be back in, like, about a second in your time, 3 years in my time. Okay, so this is funny. It's now gone from installing Windows on that Compaq to fixing this one. I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue what I did. It just crashed and then stopped working. So what I'm going to do is, because yeah, that happens. So what I'm going to do is open it up, see what's going on, all that fancy stuff. But first I'm gonna get Windows 95 out of this thing because I don't want to keep it in there. Come on. There we go. So, while I put that up,